We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is McDonald. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McDonald. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From the gun, it's McDonald. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. McDonald sets to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cole McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Akers. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eluding the pressure right. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with McDonald. Steps away to his left. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's McDonald to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. McDonald with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Rams nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll buy some time right. He'll dump this off to Akers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Jefferson the target. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for L.A.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cunningham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Steps away. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Look at his shot for ones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost.
And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now back to throw. Flush to his right.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Van Jefferson
there to make the grab.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
It's a run with Akers.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, McDonald rolling to his right. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, rush. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rush. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aleem McNeil in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? As another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and...
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in the tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
So this one comes down to the right foot of Sam Sloman.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So this one comes down to the right foot of Sam Sloman.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Rams have won the game. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Rams, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.